Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 27th of March. With Robert Murray McShane's reading scheme, we begin reading Paul's letter to the Philippians. And reading from the 21st verse of the first chapter, Paul writes, "For to me, to live is Christ, and to die is gain. If I am to go on living in the body, this will mean fruitful labor for me. Yet what shall I choose? I do not know. I am torn between the two. I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. But it is more necessary for you that I remain in the body. Therefore, convinced of this, I know that I will remain and will continue with all of you for your progress and joy in the faith." And as I read that, I thought, here is Paul essentially writing, I wish I were dead. Now, there are some people today that say that from a position of despair, of giving up. Stop the world, I want to get off, I can't cope, I see no future, there is no alternative, this life is so terrible, death would be a better option, which is not at all what Paul is saying. And when people are like that, they need to find counseling, and we need to pray for them that they would actually find peace here and now. And Paul recognizes he has fruitful labor here. If he stays on, he's going to be doing good things. His life's going to be rich. It's going to be a blessing. And therefore, he recognizes he's going to stay. And we're thankful that he did, because he got to write all the letters which we have, that rich theology. But his perspective was he desires to be with Christ, a desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. And as Christians, we need to meditate on that and recognize that that is the position we should all have. We need to know that heaven is a much better place. The best of the cream of what earth can offer pales into insignificance with what we will find in eternity. And every single image of eternity is of good and of blessing and of wonder. And it talks about the streets are paved with gold. Now, whether that's technically correct or whether they're just painting this image or this glorious eternity, we don't know. But Paul got it. He was convinced that his great desire was to depart. He'd run the race. I'm ready to go. I want to go home. I want to leave this place, go on. And it's almost like sort of end of the school day, at the end of the school year, as the bell goes. There's no school kid that says, no, I want to stay on a few more hours or a couple more days in school. I've got the school holiday waiting and we're going to the coast or whatever it is. But I actually want to stay at school. Nobody thinks that. Everybody says, I want to get out of here. The minute the bell goes, the kids have got their bags up, they're ready to leave. And that has to be our approach as Christians as we contemplate eternity. We have this glorious future ready for us from Christ, by grace, through faith. And we can say with Paul, I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. Let us meditate on that. In the light of what Christ did at Easter, meditate on this and say, thank you, Lord. Be blessed.